Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's up, good people? What's going on? Hold on one second. Let me get all my receipts together so I be in and out, okay? One momento. All right. I got that. We ready over here. Let me make sure I am full screen in just one moment. Fix that, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to rock and roll, period. All right, that should work. All right, we popping, we cooking. Good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are joining me from right now. I hope it is good. I hope it is well. I hope all is well. And we ain't going to delay the time, okay? I'm going to get my other cousins in over here on the chat, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll welcome everybody at once. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to Facebook. Welcome to Instagram, cousins. What's going on, y'all? If you are here for the very first time, I want to welcome you here. If you are a returning cousin or kinfolk, I want to welcome you back. I'm going to ask you real quickly before we take this plane off, if you so kindly would go ahead and share this with somebody, okay? Help me beat the algorithm. They will not share content unless you tell it that this is something worthy of a share. It also helps me reach the people that I am sent to reach, okay? The ones that are definitely paying attention to what's happening around us, and they know that they need to act now, okay? I promise y'all we not mad enough, because when we get mad, then we take action. I say this all the time. This is one of the most frustrating aspects of working with my people in particularly, but all people, especially that are comfortable and they see the dangers right presently in their peripheral view, right in their middle view. I mean, it's dead smack in your face. You can't deny it. And they still think everything is normal. That is the most frustrating, especially when I come and I bring y'all receipts. This ain't AI. What I bring and present to you can be fact checked. You can go type with your fingers and figure it out. And see that she ain't told no lies. I'm reporting to you what they're reporting to you, whether subtly, whether covertly, whether it's hidden in between, woven in between, here and there. I'm going to bring it to you straight up, real, raw, and uncut. Some people I'm not for, and I'm cool with that. But there are people that I am for. And so your share will actually help me be able to reach the people that I am sent for and help me beat this thing called the algorithm, aka this artificial intelligence machine that we are connecting on social media. Okay. I'm not a hypocrite. I do the same thing that I ask everybody to do. Every time I sit down to live stream, I share. Okay. So if you're going to come over here and sup with me, that's the cost of admission. A share, a tag, an invite, um, copy the link. Make sure you engage. Okay. If you can't share, you can engage. Still going to help me beat the algorithm. That being said, I want to have some real talk. I'm going to start and lead with this. We're going to take off with this. Cousins, let me ask y'all something real quick. How did we go from fighting a whole revolution over a tiny tax on tea to what we're dealing with today? Make this all make sense to you as I present it to you. Because right now, what I'm about to reveal to you was started over a tea tax. They had this big dispute whether we can tax for tea, and they were able to tax for tea. Then they went absolutely crazy with it. We get taxed when we make money. We get taxed when we spend money. We get taxed when we save money. And we get taxed when we invest money. If that wasn't enough, we even get taxed when we die with it. Okay? Now, I want y'all to stay right here because it gets deeper than that. Let us just walk real quick through a regular day. You wake up, you get in your car, you go to work. That car is taxed to be registered on roads that were built on taxes. You're driving on highways, bridges, going through tunnels that you still pay tolls for, aka taxes. Gas in your tank, that's taxed. Insurance, required and taxed. Maintenance, more money out of your pocket. So before you even clock in, you've already paid into the system. I want y'all to feel that for a moment, because this is the greatest lie ever told. That we here in the American, country is a free country. It is, the American dream where you can accomplish everything. You got people crossing waters, drowning themselves, doing all manner of whatever to try to enter this country. And this is what we that are born into this country, aka this system, this is our day to day. This is forever unless you come from amongst them. Unless you come out from amongst them, this is your life. From the time you can work, the food you buy, we not done. After you already paid into the system with your gas, driving on the roads, being able to have a fast pass, going through tolls and all this other stuff, then you get to work. That building that you're working in, taxed. The business you work for, it is taxed through the franchise state tax board. Okay. It has to be taxed to operate. They had to get the license. They had to get permits. They had to pay those fees. That's another form of taxes. Now let's talk about your paycheck. You get paid. They tax you before you get paid. But here's what they don't talk about. Your employer also pays payroll taxes on the money that they finna pay you, that you finna get taxed before you even see your money. So you still getting taxed, and your labor is being taxed. Now you leave work, you go home to a house that you bought. Okay, say for instance you bought it, or you renting it, somebody bought it with money that was already taxed, and now you pay taxes on it every year. Property taxes forever, for the rest of your life. You don't really own it. You're renting it from this same system that I'm telling you about right here, right now. Okay. And then you say, let's go spend some money. Groceries, taxed. Clothes, taxed. Eating out, taxed. Gas again, taxed. Every time money leaves your hand, somebody is taking a piece of it. And if you try to do the right thing, you save your money, you invest your money, guess what? You get taxed on that too. Not unless you play the tax game. Okay? You get taxed on that too. You get capital gains, you get interest, income, you get dividends. They still coming for it. Doesn't make a difference. That's on every American. And if you do all of that right and you build something and you pass away, your family will now be taxed on what you left behind. So let me ask you again, when does it stop? Because it would only stop when we get mad enough. This is what I need y'all to understand. This is not about taxes, even though we've talked a lot about taxes. This is about a system that they set up to enrich themselves forever. No wonder America is the greatest, most richest country on planet Earth. No wonder. They came up with a system. And every day they bankrolling. Every day somebody is paying into that system multiple times a day. We just covered about 20 different ways we're taxed. But this is a system, a corporation, the Corporation of the United States of America. Okay? This is a system. Every system you are a part of is designed to take money out of your pocket. Banking system, you charge to hold your money there and you charge to spend your money. Credit system, you are charged when you don't make payments on time from the money that they have pretty much lent to you that they're going to get back on taxes anyway. Tax you before you get your paycheck. Then when you get your paycheck, you got to pay property tax, gas tax, clothes tax, food tax. You know, you got all this big business stuff you got going on. You got a parking tax, insurance tax, Medicare tax, all kind of taxes. Okay. Housing system. Whether you rent or you own, okay, because you really don't own it, you tax for life. You're going to pay them for the rest of your life. And mortgage means a death pledge. Go look it up. What does mortgage mean in its original terminology? Or you can just put in, what does mortgage mean in French? That's the original terminology. It means a death pledge. You are pledged. When you sign on that dotted line, I pledge till death, I will be indebted to you. Because I purchased this home, I don't care if I pay it off. I'm still going to pay taxes for the rest of my life or lose my property. It's really not yours. It's theirs. Okay. Transportation system, food system, all of them is pulling from you. And now you see why clearly you don't have enough money for you. You paying everything and everybody else but yourself because you can't. This system was not created or it was not built for you to win. It was built for you to work. The wealthy don't just live in systems, they own them. They don't just pay into the systems, they get paid from them. So while most people are out here working, spending, struggling, trying to keep up, there's another group of people building systems, owning systems, and dominating whole territories because of a system. And collecting from them same systems every single day, every single month. So the real question is not why are things so expensive? The real question is when are you going to build something that pays you? Because if you don't build your own system, you will always be funding somebody else's. And on this live, I'm about to show you exactly how to change that. Everything that we do in this life is connected to a system. Every transaction systemized. If I want to get on here and talk to y'all, I have to get on a system. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube is a operating system. If I want to go to the grocery store and pay for my groceries, I have to go through a check cashing system that swipes my card, verifies I have enough for the transaction. If I want to put money into my account or take money out or transfer it or check my balances, I have to log into a banking system. Okay. If I want to check my credit is held in a financial system, the credit bureaus. Okay. The government is a system. If I want to work, I have to go and apply to work and be a part of that system. So that is why it is so, so, so important. I want to share just a couple of headlines that I think you ought to be paying attention to. And this is the reason why I say, and I speak specifically to my cousins, because this is sad. This is what breaks my heart. I shouted from the mountaintops, you the first to get hit and you are the last to get helped. And for some reason, that absolutely means nothing to nobody. But hopefully that change. Hopefully on this live, somebody say, you know what? It stops today. I'm real mad about it. When you get mad about being overweight, you attack it. When you get mad about being mistreated by people, you stop it. When you get mad because you have been abused long enough, you put an end to it, you leave. When you get mad because people have used you enough, you stop giving. When you get fed up and you say enough is enough, that is the only time that change will happen. So I'm only speaking to those who say and feel enough is enough of me living like this. I don't want to die like this. If I can't pass down things to my children and make sure that they okay when I leave here, then what am I doing? What am I doing? Because my children cannot inherit a job. Why didn't they never take the time to teach us about passing down legacy? Because the famous quote from, I believe it was Rothschilds or Rockefeller, said, we don't want a whole nation of free thinkers. We want a nation or a world of workers. And if you can't pass down your kids your jobs, then you fail. That's hard. That's painful. I look at people and their parenting style. I say, I love my children so very much. I love my children to death. And they live like they got all day. And then life happens. And they didn't leave their children anything. Do you know the setup you leaving your children to suffer? Shame on you. You leaving your children to be a slave to this same system that enslaved you. Shame on you. You leaving your children to struggle. Now everything becomes discombobulated. The place where they were comfortable living that you were renting, they now cannot live there anymore. They have to go live with family members. You didn't leave them no inheritance. So now they become a burden on them family members that claim they just love you so much. Once real life start real life, and then your children is just divine. What kind of adult, what kind of parent that you have been given a gift to have somebody that come from you, somebody you come from, to be able to make sure that you protect, you provide, and you preserve your legacy. That is on you. That ain't on nobody else. That is on nobody else. And it's just, I'm horrified looking at how our people specifically is sitting back. Give me 1 second. I feel like something crawling on my ankle. But you sit back and you see the same old history being repeated. and you won't take action, that is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to the father. It's heartbreaking to anybody who has the heart of the father. Because if I don't know nothing else, I know God loves us. We've been lying to all our lives, and that's our fault. When you are able to read, then ain't nothing stopping you from reading. When you grown enough to get from your dysfunctional family and get on your own, that's the time when you start creating a life that you want, not the life that you was given. These people not even hiding what they doing no more. And this is what really grinds my gears, especially to you color folks. Peep this out. Because I've been telling y'all this. They're not even hiding this. They're not even hiding this. This is on a highly publicized news article, The Guardian. And y'all can go type in the keywords. I'm going to flip this around and let you see this real quick. And then I'm going to flip it back around so I can have my hands free to read it, okay? The median wealth of Black Americans will fall to zero by 2053, warns news report. Why is that? Why would our medium income, why would we not have no money? I wonder why. Let me pull up this other article. I'm about to show you why. I'm about to show you why. Hold on one second. I'm about to show you why. Let's hop over here real quick. I'm like, wake up. They not even hiding it. I'm like, wake up. All you have to do is come to Google. Okay? Over 300,000 Black women exited the workforce between February and April 2025, when unemployment reaching approximately 6.7 to 7.3 by late 2025. That was in 2 months. They laid off 300,000 Black women. They were very specific about this. Black women suffered largest employment losses in 2025. This was just published February 10th, 2026. 55% Black women. That ain't even including Black men. Trying to find the one where they say 1 million Black women will be pushed out of the workforce by 2027. Where is that article at? I shared it. I'm gonna keep going to the next one. Okay, they say 1 million Black women will be removed from the workforce by 2027, and 300,000 of them were removed from the workforce at the end of, well, I'll say at the end of 2025, they reported it, but it happened around February to April of 2025. I'm going to ask you one more question since we in 2026. Let me see. As of early 2026, black women are experiencing a severe unemployment crisis, with rates rising from 6.4% in January to 7.1 in February of 2026. Data indicates that over 300,000 black women left the workforce or lost their jobs in 2025, and high layoff rates continued into 2026, fueled by cuts to government jobs and the reduction of DEI initiatives. See, here's the thing that bothers me the most is, why couldn't it just be 300,000 women? Why couldn't it just be that? Why was the rate of black unemployment with women so high? And then you go ahead 500. Okay? Let's come right here. Hopefully it opens up. Yep. The silent crisis. Black male unemployment and the price of economic neglect. Let me show y'all. You had 300,000 black women. Why is this thing glitching and acting dumb? Hold on. Let me get out of here because some of these websites just be dumb. We just gonna come right here, okay? Because it's right here. Based on reports citing U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, data from late 2025 and early 2026, there has been significant concern regarding a sharp rise in unemployment among Black Americans, with some analysis indicating that over 500,000 Black men experienced job loss or left the workforce in a 4-month period between November and February of 2026. I posted the article the other day, and now that's almost 1 million black people ejected out of the workforce. 300,000 women and counting is higher than what it was, and over 500,000 black men. So this is why this right here, what happened? That's why. And this ain't a black thing or a white thing, but my black people, they gonna come for you first. This is an everybody thing at this time, but you always go first and you always last to get help. So therefore, you must help yourself. Okay? It's the name of the game. That being said, we go ahead and get straight into it because I'm not gonna keep y'all here long at all. Let me turn on my here we go. Present. Let me share this screen and we're going to get straight into it. Okay. 100 plus ways money is taken from you and how to take it back. Taxes, systems, and the blueprint to build your own income systems is what is needed. They don't tax you once, they tax you forever. Most people believe they pay their taxes once a year and move on. The truth is far more brutal. The system is not designed to take a single cut. It's engineered to extract wealth from you at every conceivable moment of your financial life. From the second you earn a dollar to the moment you take your last breath, multiple layers of taxation are quietly, relentlessly pulling money away from you and redistributing it into systems you don't control. The average American worker loses between 40 to 60% of their lifetime earnings just to taxes by itself. We're not including fees and systemic cost, most of which they never even see coming. This is not an accident, it's architecture. And until you understand the architecture, you cannot escape it. The tax system was not designed to be fair, it was designed to be permanent. Understanding this is the very first step to reclaiming your financial power. Your money gets hit multiple times. That same dollar that enters your hand is taxed, retaxed, and taxed again before it even reaches its final destination. This is not hyperbole. It is documented, legal, systemic reality of how much money flows into America at every stage of a dollar's journey through your life. The system takes its cut. The question is, are you aware of how many cuts are being taken? When you earn it, number one, federal, state, payroll, Social Security, and Medicare taxes all hit your paycheck at once before you ever see it. When you spend it, sales tax, gas tax, restaurant tax, every purchase triggers another extraction at the register. Property taxes, vehicle registration, real estate, levies, ownership is a reoccurring bill, not a one-time cost. If you pass it down through estate taxes, inheritance taxes, probate costs, your legacy, is taxed one final time after you're gone. Money flows through you, not to you, until you deliberately build a system that reverses the flow. 100 ways money is extracted from you. It doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens quietly, daily, in dozens of small transactions, fees, interest charge, and penalties that collectively drain your wealth with surgical precision. This is what financial experts call death by thousand cuts. And most Americans are bleeding without even knowing. Federal, state, local, payroll, capital gain, estate. The tax code has over 70,000 pages specifically designed to capture wealth at every level. Then you got fees, banking fees, overdraft charges, ATM fees, service charges, maintenance fees. Financial institutions profit from your everyday activity. Then you got interest fees, credit card average 24% APR, auto loans, mortgages, student loans. Interest is the most powerful tool for wealthy transfer from you to its lenders. Then you got penalties, late fees, prepayment penalties, early withdrawal fees, IRS penalties. The system charges you extra for any deviation from its preferred behavior. Then you got subscriptions. The average American pays $219 a month in subscriptions. Many forgotten, all auto renewing, all quietly feeding the subscription economy. The first attack on your paycheck is income taxes. We talked about that. Before you ever touch your earned income that you work for, multiple layers of taxation have already claimed their share. Your gross pay and your net pay tell two very different stories, and the gap between them represents thousands of dollars extracted annually from your financial life. Most wage earners never fully account for the cumulative impact of all income-based taxes working simultaneously against your one paycheck, your earnings. Every dollar you earn passes through the gauntlet before landing in your pocket. Federal income tax 10 to 37%, depending on the bracket. State income tax up to 13.3% in high tax states. Payroll tax to 7.65%, taken directly from your wages. Social Security 6.2 on wages up to 168,600. Medicare 1.45% plus 0.9% surcharge for high earners. The real cost of a $100,000 salary. A $100,000 salary in a state like California can result in take-home pay as low as $62,000 to $67,000 after all income-based taxes are applied. That means 33 to 38 cents of every dollar you earn never reaches your bank account. Every dollar, 33 to 38 cents, never reaches your bank account. For a high earner making $250,000 plus, Combined marginal rates can exceed 50% in high tax states, meaning the government becomes your largest financial partner despite you taking all the risk. The wealthy don't earn more income, they restructure how income is classified. Capital gains, business income, and depreciation are taxed at dramatically lower rates. That's why you got to learn how to play the tax game. Spending taxes, you're taxed at the register. You already paid income tax to earn your money. Now, the moment you spend it, you're taxed again. Spending taxes are often invisible because they are baked into your prices or added at checkout, but they represent a significant ongoing extraction from your after tax dollars. Every trip to the gas station, every restaurant meal, every flight you book triggers another round of government collection. They cold with it, y'all. They cold with it. Ooh, they is cold with this thing right here, boy. God, give me a mind to create a system like this. Ooh. Average 7.10% across most U.S. state sales tax applies to the majority of all goods and many services. Cities like Chicago, combined state and local rates can hit you 10.25%. You pay it every single time you buy something tangible. You got the gas tax. Federal gas tax is 18.4 cents per gallon. Add state taxes, and the average American pays 50 plus cents per gallon just in pure taxes. On top of already volatile market prices driven by inflation and geopolitical forces. Restaurant and hospitality taxes, dining out, hotel stays, rental cars, those carry additional municipals and hospitality taxes that can add 15 to 25% to your bill on top of the listed price. A $150 hotel room can easily become $190 after taxes and fees. Travel and luxury tax. Air travel is among the most heavily taxed consumer experience. Federal excise taxes, segment fees, airport facility charges, and passenger facility charges can represent 20 to 30% of your ticket price. Luxury goods carry their own premium tax treatment. Paying to keep what you own. The idea of owning something in America comes with an important asterisk. You must pay an ongoing fee to the government for the privilege of that ownership. Fail to pay these recurring taxes, and the government has legal authority to seize the very asset you work so hard to acquire. True ownership in the traditional sense is increasingly a myth. Property tax. The average American homeowner pays $2,500 to $8,000 per year in property taxes forever. Even after the mortgage is paid off, the bills keep coming in. High tax states like New Jersey, annual bills can exceed $10,000 on a modest home. Vehicle registration. Annual vehicle registration fees vary from $30 to over $500 depending on the state and vehicle value. Own multiple vehicles or a commercial fleet, and this becomes a substantial annual extraction. Real estate transfer taxes. When you buy or sell property, transfer taxes ranging from 0.1 to 2.2 of the sales price are triggered. On a $500,000 home, that's up to $11,000 simply for the privilege of changing ownership on paper. So if you buy a house, you want to get out of it and sell it, yeah, $11,000 on a $500,000 house is going to go straight to taxes. Capital gains, sell an appreciated asset. You have any stocks, real estate, businesses, and the government claims up to 23.8% of your profit. You took the risk, they share the reward. You don't get to share the losses. You get all the losses. You take the risk, they get the reward, or share in it. The silent wealth drain. Beyond formal taxes, a spiraling ecosystem of fees, charges, and interest payments operate in the shadows of your financial life. These aren't levied by the government. They're imposed by banks, lenders, service providers, and corporations who have engineered their business models around your financial vulnerabilities. The result is a secondary extraction layer that costs the average American household thousands of dollars every year. Banking and credit fees, overdraft fees 25 to 38 per occurrence. Banks collect 7.7 billion in just overdraft fees alone. Late payment fees 25 to $40 per missed payment plus rate increases. Interest charges, average credit card APR now exceeds 24%, the highest in modern history. Service and maintenance fees, monthly charges just for holding your money in their institutions. Convenience charges, charged for the privilege of paying online or over the phone. The compound effect of small fees. A person carrying $10,000 in credit card debt at 24% APR, making minimum payments, will pay over $12,000 in interest by itself before the debt is even retired, effectively doubling the original balance. Small monthly fees compounding across multiple accounts, subscriptions, and services easily cost a household $500 to $1,500 per month in peer extraction. Fees are designed to feel small. A $35 overdraft fee on a $7 purchase represents a 500% penalty rate. The system profits most from those who already are financially vulnerable. Even in death, the final extraction. These people so bloodthirsty. You worked an entire lifetime to accumulate your wealth. You paid taxes on every dollar you earned, every asset you bought, every investment that grew. And when you died, the government shows up one final time to collect its last share. The death tax ecosystem is one of the most sophisticated wealth transfer mechanisms ever created, and without proper planning, it could devastate a legacy built over generations. Estates exceed 13.61 million in 2024 faces a federal estate tax of up to 40%. For business owners and real estate investors, reaching this threshold is more common than most realize. And the threshold is set to be significantly reduced after 2025. You have state level inheritance and estate tax. 17 plus states 17 plus DC imposed their own estate or inheritance taxes, often with much lower exemption thresholds than the federal level. So you got the feds taking a death tax, the state level taking a death tax. It says in states like Oregon and Massachusetts, the exempt the exemption is as low as $1 million, meaning even modest estates can face significant state level taxation. You got probate costs. If you got to go to court without proper estate planning, assets must pass through a probate. You can't die and just didn't leave a will. And now your daughters don't know who the house is going to go to. They can't agree. They must take it through probate court, and you're going to incur legal fees, 3 to 8% of the gross estate value in attorney fees, court costs, and executor compensation is going to be taken from off of whatever inheritance assets you have. Okay. Step up basis and capital gains exposure. Inherited assets. If you inherit something, your children inherit something that are subsequently sold, that can trigger a capital gains taxes on decades of appreciation, creating a tax event for your heirs on wealth you already built and paid for and held for years. The brutal full truth: you are taxed at every stage of your life. When you earn, the government is there to collect. The state is there to collect. Payroll and FICA is there. When you spend, sale taxes, gas tax, luxury tax, restaurant tax. When you save, interest income tax, inflation erodes value, and bank fees. When you invest, capital gains tax, dividend tax, trading fees, and when you die, estate, inheritance, probate, and legal cost taxes. Okay? And this is how that works. This is how that system looks. When you earn, when you spend, when you save, when you invest, and when you die. The wealthy don't eliminate this reality, they engineer around it through business structure, strategic classifications of income, depreciation, trust, and tax advantage vehicles and property. They legally reduce their effective tax rate to single digits while wage earners pay 30 to 40% of their lifetime income. You mean to tell me you're going to work all your life for 50%? That is cold blooded. The rules are the same for everyone, but the strategies are not equally known. And that's what your girl come by here to put y'all on all the time. Now let's talk systems. Taxes are just one mechanism. The deeper truth is that your entire financial life is governed by interlocking systems, vast institutional networks that have been engineered to collect from participants and enrich their architects. You interact with these systems every single day, often without consciously recognizing them as systems at all. You just go through life not even tripping, not even paying attention. A system in financial terms is any structured mechanism that moves money predictably from one group of people to another. These systems have rules, participants, and most importantly, owners. The owners of systems collect. The participants of systems pay. The owners of systems collect. The participant of systems pay. And the majority of people spend their entire lives as participants, never pausing to ask, who built this? And can I build one too? Systems control money flow. Every dollar that moves through your life passes through at least one system, often several simultaneously. Those are banking, credit, insurance, healthcare, housing. Each is a structured mechanism extracting value from its participants. You use them every day. You don't choose whether to participate in systems. You have to. It's a must. You choose which ones you're going to participate in and what capacity. The question is never, am I in a system? It's always, am I owning one or feeding one? Am I owning a system or feeding one? They collect from you. Every system you participate in as a consumer generates revenue from someone else, for someone else. Your mortgage payment, your insurance premium, your monthly subscriptions, your healthcare costs, all of it feeds a system owned by somebody else. Okay? Let me give you an example of, I'll come back to that. Let me stay on this. Whether you know it or not, you didn't sign up for most of these systems consciously. You were enrolled by circumstance. Yeah, let me go ahead and give y'all this real quick. Okay? This is just a nugget, side nugget. If you shop at Walmart, why don't you have a stock in Walmart so you can get your money back? Something as simple as that could be setting up a system. If you shop at Sephora, if you got your electric coming from Southern Edison, why you don't get a stock of ownership in that so you get your money back? That is setting up a system. I'm going to spend money at Walmart, but I'm also going to get money every month for my shares in Walmart. If I'm driving a Tesla, I'm going to invest in that stock, get my money back. If I'm using the gas company, Southern Edison, if I go and I only put Chevron gas in my vehicle, I'm going to invest in a Chevron stock. That's just a side note. This is stuff we don't know. Okay? That's how you get paid every month. I don't care. Why would you always spend money into Netflix and you don't own some shares in Netflix? Why would you be scrolling on Instagram and Facebook and you don't own shares in Meta and Instagram? Why would you be consuming content on YouTube and you don't own shares? Why would you be spending all of your money on TikTok and TikTok shop and Amazon, and you don't own shares in it? Get your money back. Why is you using your phone from Verizon and ain't got no stocks in that? Or T-Mobile or Metro or whoever. Everywhere we shop got a stock. I like that. That rhymes. Get back to my presentation. This is why we losing. You didn't sign up for most of these systems consciously. You were enrolled by circumstances, necessity, and societal design. But once you can see them clearly, name them, understand their mechanism, you can begin to make deliberate choices about how you interact with each one. Banking systems, banks borrow your money at near zero interest. Then they lend it out at 6 to 24% and charge you fees for the privilege of being their depository. The average bank customer generates $300 to $900 a year in revenue for their bank. Average customer gives the bank $300 to $900 a year in revenue just because you're a part of their bank. Credit system. Your credit score is a tool that determines how much of your income will flow to lenders and interest. The entire credit industry is engineered to keep you borrowing, paying more interest, and dependent on their ratings for life decisions. The education system, 1.77 trillion in outstanding student loan debt. The education system sold a credential. Students absorbed the debt, and the lending institutions collected decades of interest payments on the transactions. Healthcare system. Americans spend more per capita on healthcare than any developed nation, yet ranked last in outcomes among wealthy countries. The system collects premiums, deductibles, copays, and out of pocket costs with extraordinary efficiency. Here go more systems quietly draining your wealth. The insurance system, auto, home, life, health, disability. Americans collectively pay over 2 trillion in premiums annually. The house always wins. Insurers always design to collect more in premiums than they put into claims. Housing system. The 30-year mortgage is the greatest wealth transfer instrument in American history. A $400,000 home at 7% interest rates will cost $958,000 when it is all said and done, more than double in interest payments alone. Telecom system, phone bills, internet service, streaming bundles, software subscriptions. The average household pays $400 to $600 a month in communication and digital service fees, most auto renewing indefinitely. The subscription economy, Netflix, Spotify, Adobe, Amazon Prime, gym memberships, meal kits, news sites. The average consumer pays for 12 plus subscriptions simultaneously, many forgotten, all auto renewing, each one a system collecting from you monthly. Food system, from farm subsidies that distorts pricing to grocery markups, averaging 25 to 35% to the fast food industry, generating $230 billion annually. Even your most basic survival necessity has been systemized for extraction. Transportation system, car payments, insurance, fuel tax, registration, tolls, parking. The average American spends 12 to 15,000 per year just on transportation. Rideshare platforms add another layer, our subscription style dependency. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down, because I told y'all was not mad enough. You ought to be pissed off. This is crazy. All my money is coming out of me. That's why I'm broke. That's why I'm miserable. That's why I'm depressed. That is why I'm grumpy. That's why I got mood swings. If you help people financially solve their financial problems, a lot of bipolar disorder would disappear. 1 minute you happy, 1 minute you mad, 1 minute you sad, 1 minute you crying. It's like all of life has dumped itself in your mental real estate, and you're trying to compartmentalize everything and put this, how this gonna get paid, how this is the cause of a lot of mental illness. You got to see how each system extracts your money. Understanding that systems take your money is one thing. Understanding how they do it is another. With such precision and consistency is the knowledge that changes everything. Systems don't steal, they collect. Can't be mad at them. We sign up for this stuff. They collect through mechanisms that are legal, often contractual, and deliberately designed to feel normal, even inevitable. Once you see these mechanisms clearly, you cannot unsee them. Okay? Here they go right here. Convenience charges. Here go your circle of convenience charges. Then interest compounding goes over here. And then you got inflation pricing going over here. Then you got fees and penalties going over here. But the biggest of them all is monthly payments. Monthly payments and interest compounded, APR, interest, all of that stuff. These are the two biggest ones. But when you go shopping, it's pretty big. Inflation, it's almost just about as big as these two. And then fees and penalties. Where is your money at? Where is the money to take care of you? The common thread across all these mechanisms is predictability. Systems are built to generate predictable, reoccurring revenue from their participants. Your monthly payment, your annual premium, your interest charge, these are not random. They're engineered cash flows. And on the other side of every engineered cash flow is an owner collecting with mathematical certainty. Wealthy people don't escape systems. This is the most misunderstood truth in personal finance. The wealthy are not exempt from these systems. They're not living in some system free paradise of pure freedom. They are, in fact, deeply embedded in these systems, often more so than the average person. The critical difference is their position within those systems. They own the systems. The wealthy don't just use banks, they hold bank stock. Didn't I just tell y'all that? They invest in financial institutions. No, you're not finna tax me on my money. Let me tell you a play. Let me tell y'all a play real quick. I go borrow 500,000. I use 200,000 to build a home that's going to generate passive income, but also going to generate taxes to the state, to the government. They reward that by giving me a big tax break because you did the right thing with money. You brought it back to us, and we're going to get a lot of taxes from it. So we reward you. Good puppy, good doggy, good slave. Okay? So they give you a bona fide tax break. Why? Because they want you to go do it again. Keep bringing all the money to me. Hey, you need some capital? Go get it so I can just make taxes forever. Okay? So you take 200,000, you go get you a house built. You buy you some land and then get your house built. Okay? Then they go take 100,000 and go to a university, maybe Ole Miss, somewhere like that. Hey, I want to give you a donation to your school of $100,000. It's tax free. That is a tax deduction to give to a nonprofit. Okay, you following me? So I give $100,000 to your school, for scholarships and all of that stuff. I'm going to give 100,000 for events, where you're doing fundraisers and things of that sort. However, from every fundraiser, I just want 10% of what is being brought in. I'm going to give you 100,000, but I want 10% of what's being brought in from the fundraising activities. So they get their money right back without paying any taxes. Then they go to a hospital. When you go to a hospital, you have names and plaques of donors. Yeah, I want to donate another 100,000. Okay, I want to donate another 100,000, and I want to get 10% of all of your events and meetings and different things. That I'm going to give you $100,000. That's my gift, but I at least want to get 3 to 10% back from all of your annual events, etc. You're gonna get their money back, and it's tax free. So that is a way for you to build you a system, because that's what they do, right? They don't they hold bank stocks, they invest in financial institutions, and they build financial products. They don't just pay insurance premiums, they own insurance companies that collect premiums from thousands of participants. They control systems. Ownership gives control over pricing, access, and rules. The owner of a rental property sets the rent. The owner of a software platform sets the subscription price. Control means you set the terms and others comply with them. They get paid from systems. While consumers pay monthly, owners collect monthly. While participants fund the system, architects receive distribution. dividends, and passive income. Every dollar that flows through a system they own puts money into their pocket and not out of it. So if you don't build one, you'll always fund somebody else. This is the pivot point, the moment of clarity that separates those from those who accumulate generational wealth from those who remain trapped in a cycle of financial participation without ownership. There is no in between, no middle ground, no neutral position. You're either building a system or you're funding one. You are either collecting recurring income or you are providing it. The consumer path: wake up, go to work, get paid, pay taxes, pay bills, pay subscriptions, pay interest, repeat for 40 years, retire with a fraction of what you earn because systems extracted the rest. This is not failure. It is the default path when no deliberate architect is built. The owner path: build or buy into a system, set up recurring revenue, automate collections, scale, add another system. Each month, the system runs whether you show up or not. Your income is no longer tied to your time. Your wealth compounds while you sleep. Every month you delay building the system is another month you spend 100% of your financial energy funding someone else's. The cost of inaction is not zero, it is compounding against you in real time. System number one: AI and automation income. I just showed y'all, and let me pull it back up real quick. Okay. And I'm almost done. Let me stop the share on this and let me go over here and get this pulled up for you real quick because I just literally showed y'all this. And I'm going to go to two websites, actually. I'm going to pull this up right here. Let me show y'all this first and foremost. Let me show y'all this here first. Then I'm going to do a demonstration. Okay. Let me turn this around and show y'all over here too. Okay. Let me show y'all real quick. This man built a $30,000 a month business in just 3 months using lovable AI and says anybody can do it. I'm about to demonstrate to you that you can. Okay. He built the app. People pay a subscription to utilize his app. You can build apps and charge people $10,000, especially if they're gonna be making $30,000 a month. Period. Point blank. Let me click out of that real quick and get to what I was going to, but I screenshotted that one too because I'm about to demonstrate to you exactly how you can do that. I'll come back and share this other stuff another time. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm going to show y'all over here as well. Netflix and OpenAI are paying up to $775,000 for this in-demand job. No coding experience required. Okay? None. $775,000 annually for you to do a no coding, high in demand job using AI. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to leave that on the screen and then I'm going to come over here real quick and I am going to let me go ahead and talk to it real quick. You're going to hear me talking to my chat. I just want to grab the prompt and then let me get the website pulled up so we can just go straight to everything and we don't got to delay. And here we go. Hold on, let me log in. Let me log in, friends. Everything set up. All right. Hold on 1 second. It might make, yeah, I thought they was going to make me do that. Check my inbox real quick. Hold on, y'all, because I'm going to show you something so powerful. And how you could be getting $775,000 from doing something simply that I showed you. How this man is making $30,000 a month on something simply that I'm about to show you. Come on, man. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go right here. Let me get this code real quick. And then I'm going to verify here. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. It's coming. It says error. Something went wrong. Excuse me. What could possibly go wrong? Invalid verification code. Try to follow the link in your email. Man, that's the link I just followed. What in the world? Hold on. What? It says, what link are you sending me to that is giving me an error message? All right, let's do this again. Hold on, because I'm trying to sign in, make sure everything is copacetic, y'all. We can just move through it real quick because it doesn't take no more than about 5 minutes, honestly. So I'm trying to make sure everything is set up for y'all. I'm going to show you how you can go and get you $775,000. Resend. Let's see. Now let me see if they're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Okay, here we go. All right. Now let me try to. All right, let's see. Something is, look. We're not going to keep playing with you like that. I've already verified my email. Okay, cool. I don't know why they was playing with me anyway. All right. So I got that set up. Now let me come back over here real quick. I'm finna go ahead and get a prompt because that's all you need to create an app. Okay. Let me think about what I am going to create a app for. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Hey cousin, I would like to create a app on Lovable that is going to pretty much be lead generation for those that are new beginners and would like to learn how to use AI tools, how to not just use the tools but make money from the tools. Something where they can actually subscribe to and get the top tools to use, maybe with a detailed breakdown of how these tools can actually create them revenue, give them some tips like images could be printed and sold, they can create music for TikTok sounds, how they can create websites using AI, how they can create apps, how they can create coaching programs, etc. So, can you give me the prompt that I am going to use in Lovable in my style, just the way I like it? Very luxury, very blingy. That I want my app to include everything that is needed to give me the full functionality of everything that I'm asking for. So this will be like a lead generation where I can later on go back and invite them to like workshops and different things of that sort if they want to see these tools in action. But every day, you know, they will get like a list of AI tools and, with some statistics about how much it's in demand, how much people are making money from using that specific tool. So I'm just telling my chat exactly what I want. I'm going to click on and let y'all see it in just a minute once it gives me the prompt. And then y'all going to see me build out my own app. I already have one. While I'm waiting on that, I'm shaping this for Lovable specifically so it builds clean on the first pass. I'm checking the current Lovable guidelines. Okay, cool. All right. All right. All right. Here's your full copy. This is what I want. I'm waiting for it to finish transcribing, and it's going to give me everything in just a moment. Now, while we are waiting on that, I was trying to copy everything all at once, but it's still doing this dang old thing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing, and I am going to show you an app that I just created for getting lead generations for funding to help people find money. I did this in 5 minutes on another platform. Okay. So this is the app that I created with a simple prompt. I'm actually going to use all your tokens. No, I didn't use my tokens. You want to go ahead and refresh. So I get daily free tokens. Okay, you can do this for the free 99. They give you free tokens. Of course, when you want to start adding such and this and that, then they might want you to get on a paid plan. But for the most part, listen. Complete Fund Me First app. Bop, bop. And then bop, bop. This is what I asked it for. Okay. It's generating over here. You'll see it over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just ask it to do its dang on thing over here. Okay. So now it's gonna finish doing that, and I'm gonna come show you the whole entire blueprint. Let me go over here and copy this so you can see this live and in living color. I went to Chat GPT. Okay. I told ChatGPT exactly what I want to create. If that want to be a fitness app, if that want to be a diabetes glucose checker, if that want to be like finding resources in your city, like you can come put in your city and state. And if you need like housing resources, food resources, I can create an app for that. Okay. Using these platforms that I'm showing you, that they are paying $775,000 per year for you to do what I'm sitting here showing to you on this screen. Okay. So let me go ahead and copy this real quick. Come on, ChatGPT. What is your problem? You acting brand new. Exit page. Are you doing that dumb stuff? Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. All right, so here is the first one for Lovable. All right, all right. This is a long one. Wow. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and copy that. Then I'm gonna stop the share over here. where you see that was Bolt. This is an app. Now I'm going to come over here to Lovable. I'm going to allow you to watch me do this. This is simply creating you a system, okay? I don't care how sleepy, how busy, how boring this may seem. This will actually get you paid and help you secure something for your family, for your future, for your tomorrow. What you go to work for is for your today, but what you build is for your tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna pick whether the style is gonna be dark or whether it's gonna be light. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the dark style. Hit next. Okay, it's gonna have me go through all this stuff. Okay, next. Which role fits you best? I am a consultant. Okay, just we can really skip this. How many people work at my company? I'm just helping you get started on this app. Okay, they give you free tokens. They want me to enable a two-factor authentication, and I'm not. Okay, if you do that, that's fine. But they give you free tokens. Okay, if you share Lovable, you get 100 credits. The credits is going to be your lifeline because you can come up in here and you can build anything for anybody and actually hand it off to them, charging $10,000. Okay. Right now, you're on a free plan. You get 5 daily credits up to 30 a month. Okay. Right now, I got 5 credits plus 10 extra just for signing up. Okay. And this is a dummy account. On a monthly plan, I will pay $25 per month. Okay. I can get 100 credits per month. That's a lot of credits. 5 daily credits up to 150 a month. On top of your 100 monthly credits, you're going to get credit rollovers. Your credits will actually roll over. So if you didn't use all of them this month, they'll roll over to the next month. On demand credit top ups. Okay. You can remove the Lovable badge if you don't want that on your app or your website. Those are, the plans. But for the free 99, it can get the work, it can get the job done. Let me go ahead and close this. We're going to go back up here to my Lovable. No, I don't want that. We're going to go ahead and get out of this workspace. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and paste what ChatGPT just gave me. If I want to come in here and I want to look at the templates, like, is this what I want it to look like? Black and white is good for me. Do I want it to look like an event spark? Do I want it to look like that? I can pick a theme if I wanted to. Okay. Go through here and check out what you want to check out. I'm going to just pick one real quick. And there's lots of them. Expense deck, visual landing, deal flow. I'm not going to pick a theme. I'm just going to go ahead and create mine from the rip. So I'm going to go ahead and I can select build, make changes directly, or plan, discuss before you build it. I'm going to just leave it set as build. Okay. If you wanted to attach maybe some photos, if you wanted to attach some other, attachments, that's where you could do that. If you wanted to actually look at the design, you're able to do that. I'm going to go back out of that. And then if you want to connect your database, if you want to connect your Stripe account, if you want to connect your emails, that's where you would do that. Okay. But I'm going to just hit build. And let's see what it's going to do. This app should function as a lead generation platform, a subscription-based platform, AI tool membership, okay, a content hub that teaches beginner how to use AI tools to create income, a platform where I can later invite members to workshop, challenges, etc. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close out of that. It's going ahead and it's doing its own thing right there, right now. Let me go check on my other app over here in Bolt. Okay, there we go. Now let's come back over here. And while we wait on that one to build, we're going to go check in on this other one. And we're going to get back to the presentation, which we're almost done. I'm going to be done with y'all in about 10 minutes most. I'm just showing y'all what they paying $775,000 for and what you missing out on because you don't want to learn. Okay. They give you free credits every day. You've hit today's free limit, and that's okay. I only got one more prompt for them to go ahead and knock out. But here is my app. Fund Me First. Luxury pre-qualification. How it works. They already got that there. Check to see if you qualify. It's right here in the top corner. If you don't qualify, I can't get you no funding. But I got, resources that will help you build your credit to get you funded. So I got a for every client. If you're not ready now, we can get you ready for later. Okay. It's cool. But if you're ready now and you got these qualifications of 620 credit score, no hard inquiries, the things that I asked it, then I'm going to get you $1 million in funding. If I get you $1 million in funding and I charge 10%, that's $100,000 for me. So it ain't no if I can get you funded. That's why I'm going to pre-qualify you. Because if I pre-qualify you and you check all the boxes, no more than 2 hard inquiries, no new accounts, no late payments, no derogatory remarks, and you got a 620 credit score, I can get you $1 million in funding. So what this app does is if they check all the boxes, they hey, you got a winner chicken dinner. I get on the phone with them. I get them pre-qualified right there in their face. No social security number, no hard pull, and your privacy is first. Okay. Here is the app. It'll tell me and them if their credit profile is strong, if their income snapshot has been verified, and what's the likelihood of them being funded. So we don't waste nobody time. I ain't got to talk to nobody, do no workshops, do no webinars. Hey, would you like to get funded? No. I create a video, AI generated video, okay? And it drives traffic to my app. Hey, did y'all know y'all can get $1 million in funding? And then you can turn around and take that $1 million, go invest and use some land, live tax free, secure your land, open up you a trust, start your own bank for your family with an IUL. And look, it absolutely takes 5 seconds for you to see if you qualify. You going to sleep. You out here crying about money, but you actually sleeping on money. You're leaving a lot of money on the table that you don't even know about. So go ahead, click that comment fund below in the comment section, and now my automation is going to send them automatically to this app. See if you pre-qualify. It ain't no ding on you. It ain't gonna hurt you. People is looking for money. Okay? Answer a few quick questions, get an instant result, choose your next step. These are my brand colors, royal purple, gold, and white. So these are my brand colors. Have some testimonials there. Stop, guessing, see where you stand. All throughout this app, they are able to see, okay? Check to see if they qualify so they can't miss that button. This is an app that is all ready to hit publish. And I can start generating leads. All I got to do is connect my data where I want it to go to, okay? Domains, ads, both to start your database, create tables, manage relationships, and configure your database schema directly from your project settings. Okay, right here. So that is one app. I could sell this app right now for $10,000. Do you know how many people, leads will come through this and how much money they will make just charging 10% from an app that AI built for me? No coding. I don't know a dang on thing about coding. No vibe coding. I don't know nothing about that. I used a prompt and created an app that is ready to be published after one more step. Premium soft pre-qualified for business and personal funding seekers. We connect serious applicants with funding review opportunities. Okay. It is trademark, fund me first, all rights reserved. This is a pre-qualification tool only. Results do not guarantee funding approval. Okay. And see how I got made in bold. If I upgrade, you can have that taken off, but I don't care. Make me money first. I can care less about that. Okay. Stop that right there and let's go check on our app in Lovable because Lovable should be done. Now I got a subscription based app that I just built that you can pay $9.99 to get all the latest AI tools, what they do, how to make money from them, be invited to, private events, workshops, all the whole 9 yards. From an app I didn't even have to build. I didn't have to put nothing on nothing. Copy and paste. We waiting for it to go ahead and load up, which will be any second. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. What in the world was going on with that? Hold on. Come on now. Internet connection is slow or something. Come on. Okay, here we go. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting pulled back up. And it's moving like a turtle, literally. Okay. Hold on, it's acting like it's crazy. It's going slow. I got too many apps running. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see. It'll let me click on it. I just want y'all to see real quick and then we'll jump off of this. I got heck of stuff running in the background. Bolt running, ChatGPT running, Gamma's running, everything's running in the background. So that could be what one of the issues is, but oh, there we go. Okay. Took you long enough, dog. I'm gonna see what they created and then I want to share the screen. Uno momento. Come on now, hurry up. Let me see if I'll share the screen while it's spinning. Hopefully by the time we get over there, we'll be good to go. Okay, so it's still loading. But after I share this with you, then I am going to offer you guys a couple opportunities to come in on this side. If you tired and you say I didn't have enough, then there's opportunities that is available for you, right? And if you stay to the end, you'll be able to hear some of the amazing new opportunities I have available for you, okay? Come on, man. It shouldn't take this long. Come on. What is the problem? I probably shouldn't have clicked off the screen because I know with Bolt will perform 100% better when you just keep the screen open like this. But because, see, it's saying that, let me exit the page and try to come back in. Hold on. Maybe this will correct it. Let's see what it does. If not, I'll definitely show y'all on the next time, but I really want to show y'all here because we did the demonstration now. I just don't want to hold y'all for too long while we wait. Because I don't know what it got going on over here. It's taking a super long time to load, and that is just absolutely crazy. Nevertheless, while it's doing that, I'm gonna go over here, back over here to this uh, presentation. We can finish that up. We'll check on that last. Not a big deal. All right. So when we last left off, we stopped at AI automations and systems. I just showed you AI. I just told you how I can automate it. Once I got my app ready, my lead generation, I just gave y'all a little 30-second video. Hey, come and check and see if y'all qualify for all of this money that you don't know about. It's absolutely free, no ding on your credit report. But if you or somebody needing extra money, there's money available to you no matter where your credit is at. Okay? Because I do have funding opportunities for people no matter where their credit is at. Or I can say if you got a 620, no more than two hard inquiries, no negative remarks, no derogatory um, payments or anything of that sort, derogatory accounts, then I know where I can get you 500K guaranteed in business funding. I know where you can get up to 500K in business funding. And if you would like to see if you pre-qualify, then go ahead and comment the word fund. And now my automation pick up. My automation will respond to them. Say, hey, here's the link. Go check. It's absolutely free. In exchange for them checking, I'm still going to get their name and I'm still going to get their email. So now I created another system. It's called an email system. Hey, I'm just following up. How did you like the experience with the app? Were you pre-qualified? Or I will know they were not qualified and say, hey, you know what? It might have been something. Let's hop on a one-on-one and let's, evaluate your credit together. It literally takes 15 minutes and make sure you come prepared. Come with your credit report from all three bureaus, and we will analyze and see what kind of funding path you can get on and what needs to be modified in your credit report so that we make sure you get funded. It's absolutely free for 15 minutes, right? They get on 15 minutes. I get their credit report all the way together. They like, oh my gosh, wow, okay, that's all I need to do. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's done. Now we got your credit on path, and then we're going to follow up with you in 30 days. We got your credit on path to be able to be funded so I don't lose a customer. All right, we got that app up and popping. We'll come back over here to that. Let me go show y'all this because it took a long time. Okay. But what I just demonstrated to you was AI, and what I just explained to you was automation. It will send the links, and then they just go apply. I don't have to be involved with it at all. But check out my app. Okay. This is exactly to the left what I asked it for. Landing page, AI tool directory, member dashboard, pricing, workshops, events, start here, resources, login, everything is right here in my app. And then this is the app it built out. Same colors because these are my brand colors. Royal purple, white, and gold, right? Discover beginner-friendly AI tools, daily money-making ideas, and step-by-step ways to turn technology into real revenue. You can start for free right here. Okay. Here's to explore the tools. ChatGPT, Midjourney, Canva Magic Studio, Suno, 11 Labs, Claude, Perplexity, Lovable. Okay. They build apps, no code. App builders, no coding. Didn't I just show y'all that they said they are paying $75,000? $775,000 every year for no coders. And here go the app that you use to do it. Okay. You got Bolt. I just showed you a whole entire app that I built in Bolt. You got Runway for video creation. So they're going to get to learn about all of these tools. Okay. If I click on this one, let me see what the details is. Okay. Midjourney, what it does. Best for who? Print on demand. Best use cases. Example offers you can create. You can create wall art prints, brand visual packages, ways to monetize this tool. Okay. Sell AI generated art prints on Etsy or Redbubble. Here's the best niches that they are looking for: create nursery art, motivational quote art, pet portraits, fantasy art, minimalist decor. Okay, here's a starter action plan. Subscribe to Midjourney, learn basic prompt techniques. Okay, open an Etsy shop and start promoting on Pinterest. So it gives you everything you need to do. It gives you everything that you need to do. Go ahead and see how to monetize. They can save the tool. This is the app that they just created for me. Okay. Here's the AI tool directory. Scroll on down to the bottom. Okay. Here's pricing. Here's my pricing right here. For annually, everything in monthly, save $149. You get priority workshop access, exclusive bonus resources, early access to new tools, VIP community access, and annual member perks for $199. Or you can join monthly for $29. Full AI tool. So now I'm making money. This is a Netflix subscription. Or you can stay on a free plan. You can just browse the selected tools. You get a basic monetization tips, daily tool highlights, limited, join waitlist to get into workshops, save up to 3 favorites, and basic beginner path. But if you want to go deeper and you get full access, daily feature tools and tips, premium step-by-step guides, all this app is going to create all of this for me. Okay? Here's the sidebar. If I want to get in on workshops or whatever, hey, you want to get in on AI Hustle Bootcamp, Side Hustle Bootcamp, 5-day intensive workshop to launch your first AI powered income streams, perfect for complete beginners. You can join the waitlist if you free. If you pay the $29, then you get dibs on it. You want to monetize Midjourney Masterclass? Got you. Chat GPT for Business Challenge, Build and Sell AI Products webinar. You can go ahead and sign up and give me that email and that name, okay, to get daily tips and to get workshop invites. Everything that I need is right here, okay? They even created me a blog post, okay? If you want to get weekly insights on my blog post, go ahead and sign up. This is why, okay, you need to be knowing how to do this stuff. This is why. I have made a marketing app and a do-it-yourself credit repair app so far. I got to get the first sales. I made several improvements. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I created me a marketing app. That is major. You got to get ahead of this and not behind it. If you get ahead of it now, you'll be the go-to person that they have to come to. If you stay behind, then you'll be the person that you have to go to them. Okay? I just showed you AI automations and systems. Let me get back to my presentation so I can get y'all on y'all merry way. Thank you for sharing that. Shout out to you. I absolutely love that. You want to learn how to make presentations where you never have to show up on screen. This presentation was made from a prompt. I ain't did no imagery. I ain't put no details. It was made from a prompt. It knows exactly what I want to talk about. Okay. AI and automation income, 90% automated income systems have dropped by over 90% in the last 5 years. A well-built digital product funnel generating just $5,000 a month in automated income represents over $60,000 annually. This whole system works while you sleep. You create it one time, you get paid forever. I created that apps, and guess what I'm going to do with those apps? Sell them. I sure am. I'm going to make me a diabetes app. I'm going to make me a fitness tracker app. I'm going to make me a postpartum depression app. I'm going to make me a stop smoking cigarettes app. Do you understand me? Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't do that. If you tell me I can make $1 million, I'm going for the million. I'm going for the meal ticket. If you tell me I can make $1 million, then I'm going for $1 million. That's just what it is. Okay. Now this one over here acting crazy. Come on now. Come on. Oh, let me go back up to where I was at. Hold on. Hold on. I was way past this. Okay. Um, I'm gonna get into the medical answering business, and then I'm also doing a washer wealth business. But look, you are not broke, you are inside of systems. You have two choices. Continue to be the consumer, continue paying into banking, insurance, housing, education, healthcare, and subscription systems, continue funding the income of system owners, and continue trading your time for money with no leverage, no compounding, and no exit. Or you can become a owner, create your own system, build AI and automation income, launch a medical answering business, acquire washers, and make wealth from that. Join mentorships in AI contracts, transportation, land credit, and beyond. Each system you build is permanent, reoccurring revenue engine that works with or without you. The shift doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require wealth. It requires one decision: the decision to stop funding someone else's system and start building your own. And that decision starts now, because the time is now. Now here's some opportunities I got for y'all. If you dare to care. I have been literally begging y'all to come and get at least a non-CDL transportation business going on, right? And the reason why I have been begging y'all to come over, I don't care if you don't even drive. I don't care if you don't even get any fleet on the road. As long as you got the LLC, the MCDOT, all as long as you got the structure, the paperwork. On May the 1st, and I'm only doing this for 5 people. Only for 5 people, because y'all slept on this. Okay? Y'all really slept on this. And let me get this pulled up. I can't help everybody now. When I told y'all to come and learn this, and I offers you discounts to come and learn it so you can do it over and over and over again, because I'm only one person. I don't plan on spending the rest of my life coaching and consulting. I would rather teach a small handful, and we all gather the people that we are going to work with, that we are going to help, and then teach them, and then they go out and get their own group, still accredited to us. But we're not doing all this work. We have to stop being addicted to labor and learn how to live. So I'm not going to be forever helping people do this. Um, Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me share this. Okay. Because I'm only doing this for 5 people. And I'm gonna tell you a play. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna tell you a play. Okay. I'm gonna say that. Okay. March 31st, SBA announces new Made in America loan guarantee. You're going to get this money guaranteed, okay? They will lend you up to $5 million. As of April 2026, 1 million SBA loan is primarily available through the SBA 7(a) program, which offers a maximum loan of up to $5 million for purposes such as business acquisition, working capital, equipment purchase, or real estate. Key information regarding the 1,000,007 loan in May includes, okay, your monthly payment is going to be about $13,775 based on typical 10-year terms, okay? Upfront guarantee fee for loans over 700,000 to 5 million. The upfront fee is going to be 3.5% of the guaranteed portion up to a million, plus 3.5% of the guaranteed portion over 1 million. On a 1 million loan with a 75% guarantee, this fee is roughly about $26,250. Then we just go over how they gonna get their taxes back. Babe, you ain't getting nothing in this life without paying them first, okay? Nevertheless, we're gonna take their money to pay them back for up to 3 or 4 years. We're never gonna pay this loan off. We're gonna take this loan and we're gonna make this thing make us a whole lot of money. Okay. And we already gonna pay three years up in advance with the 1 million to 5 million. This is guaranteed income. Okay. Now, this loan ain't for everybody. And the reason why I brought this up is because I have literally been begging y'all to come get you a non-CDL transportation business, because this is only going to be for those in the food industry, whether you are a farmer, whether you are in like the grocery chain, whether you are like providing food assistance for people that's running low on food, or you are in logistics, transportation. Those are the only people who qualify. Whether you have a business already or you just starting one. Only thing they gonna be looking for is structure. That's it. Okay? I'm gonna just tell y'all this much. Because the stakes are so high and it's because I'm guaranteed the money, I'm doing 3 on my own. On top of the 3 my husband has. Okay? That's how we playing this game. A quick in and out. Get it, exit. Okay? And go do what we need to do and been called to do. 5 of you, and only 5 of you, me and my husband's going to team up and do this. Build out your whole entire business and get it structured the right way. Okay? Not only are we going to build it out and get it structured the right way, we're going to actually go ahead and go for the funding. Okay. We got to be precise. We got to do it real fast. And we got to get on it now. And we're only taking 5 people to be able to go get you this type of money in a matter of 30 days or less, because we only got 2 weeks before the money is released, guaranteed. Okay. We're going to mentor you on what to do with the money. Okay. We're going to make sure we mentor you. We don't want to help people get millions and millions of dollars that they're going to go put themselves and the rest of their generation in debt for a very long time. We're not doing that at all. Okay. We will do done for you just so you can be able to take advantage of this. I don't care if you don't ever run a truck. I don't care if you don't ever drive any fleet. If you take that money and you go buy you a 200 unit apartment complex, a hotel that's generating $1 million every single month, then we in business, okay? Because now we just use their money to pay them back for up to 3 years. We're going to use their other money to go buy us some income producing assets, real estate. Everybody going to always need a place to stay, okay? This is called building your own system. Since we're already generated a whole bunch of money every single month, that puts us in a better position after the 3 years. We're going to collect for the first 3 years. It's going to gain equity. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pay you a bigger lump sum of that back after the 3 years that we got the monthly payment set aside. So we get an internal score saying that we pay our bills every month on time. At the end of the 3 years, we still going to be putting money up from what we passively getting. At the end of those 3 years that we have made the monthly payments, we're going to bring them a chunk. Okay. We're going to get it to half, 50% paid off, because that's all we're going to pay off. Now we got assets totaling, we make $1 million a month. Say we got a hotel, we're making $1 million a month. Now we got an asset that's generating $12 million in a year. Okay. Now we done paid you half of your money back from the income we have generated from this property that we bought with your money. We're going to pay half back, and then we're going to go ahead and get another $6 to $10 million off of our asset, and we're going to rinse, wash, and repeat the process. Because now we have assets that are totaling 12 million, 20 million dollars. We can borrow every bit of 10 million, okay, off of our own assets without running no credit, anything of that sort. So for 5 of you that want to go with me and my husband, and we have done this for other people, okay? We have done this for other people. Um, I was going to pull up Sister Jennifer. Let me see if I can get hers real quick, because we got receipts, but we helped her go get 120,000. This was during the COVID pandemic. She got $120,000, okay, with like a 560 credit score because she was in transportation. Went and bought her 2 trucks. Went and also bought her a party bus. Went and opened up her a community, like I'm not going to say an event space, but a community building inside of her community to help people get their license back. And sis has been up ever since. Okay. She helps people in Florida. She has helped some big name brand people that you probably know of. You might don't know, Mr. Nino Brown, but we have done this for other clients before. We don't want y'all to miss this. We could have kept it to ourselves because we running the whole play. Okay, we already prepared for the night before. I'll say that. We're gonna stay up to make sure we hit that submit. But we will do it for 5 of you for $997. Guaranteed, everything done, structured, and you will get guaranteed funding. Okay? You seen it from their mouth, not just my mouth. You will get guaranteed funding. Okay? For whatever business, whether it's in real estate, you want to go buy real estate, and you want to start a homeless, what do you call that? Like bread and roses, where you feed people every day for breakfast or for lunch. That's in the food industry. Okay. You can do that. Or you can have something in logistics, in transportation. And I highly recommend you do that. Okay. That's what keeps the food and everything else moving in America. So they are going to guarantee you the money. Okay. I showed you they're going to guarantee you the money. Would you trade $997 for $1 million? Yes or no? Okay. That's just basically where it's at. If you've had enough, we will be able to tell. I want to definitely, I ain't got to run no bit. I can retire my family. Okay. $1 million really ain't a lot, but if you play it with the right hand, then you can retire your family 60 to 90 days. And these are just for example purposes. Okay. I'm not making no financial claims that, hey, you will do this in 90 days. I said you can, it's possible. As long as you got the framework and the blueprint and you follow it, it's very possible. Okay. 100% possible. If you know what to do with money, then money will start working for you. When you don't know what to do with money, money starts fleeing from you. And that's what the problem has been for a lot of us. Okay. So that is the first opportunity that I am going to present. It's only for 5 people. First come, first serve. And I already know it's going to go super fast. It always does. But this is whenever I'm offering anything in the done for you space when it comes to transportation. Because it's your meal ticket out the hood, out the projects, off the plantation. For real, for real. But now that these people is finna give $1 million to $5 million guaranteed, what? And I can have that in the next 30 days on May the 1st. They actually starting the process, and that's only 2 weeks away. Why wouldn't I? But that's an opportunity for you to take. Y'all already know I'm not gonna press the gas pedal too much on that. If you want some, come on. And if you want to keep looking and living like that, then stay there. Next opportunity, okay? I am going to have I'm trying to see if it's going to be 1 or 2 days, but I am offering pretty much a workshop intensive. Okay. How you can get started as a non medical answering call center after hours and make a lot of dough. Make a lot of dough. You don't have to be on no phone answering no phone. Okay. I'm going to show you the system, how you set it up, how you create AI agents. Okay. None of this is complicated. A fifth grader can do this. I don't care what your age is. I don't care what your background, your experience, your education, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you how to tap into these systems where you can change your life. You can do $100,000 on an after hour uh, medical call board, like virtual assistant, literally. Okay. It's just an answering service. $100,000. Okay. And AI pretty much do all of the heavy lifting. And I'm also going to talk about, well, I'll probably leave that out. I'm not even going to mention that one here. But for $97, you will be able to learn how you can start your own non emergency after hour medical call center or answering service. That's what we call them, answering service. Without your work, without you staying up, without you having to get on the phone, everything pretty much is AI created once, it paid forever. And you're not looking for regular smuggler people to be your customers. No, this is for businesses, doctor's office. They will absolutely pay you $15,000 a month to answer their after hour calls. Make sure they get the information, the messages that were left. They will absolutely partner with you and pay you $15,000. That's going to help them retain clients. It's going to help them make more money. It's going to help make their business better and absolutely take their business to the next level. Okay. I'm only going to let a group, like literally a government, meaning 12, in on this information because everybody is not ready for it. So I don't open it up to everybody. Hey, everybody, come on and sign up all you want to. No, when I put it here, when I bring it here on a live, it's because I have not ran any ads on it. I have not went to TikTok ads. I have not went to Instagram, Facebook, Meta ads, and ran ads on it. I bring it here first because you're going to get that discount. If you see it out there mainstream when you scroll in and you say, hey, it's this price or that price, because I'm going to take 12 with or without you. That's the number God gave. For $97, you can find out how you can change your life using AI tools and becoming a very prominent part of everyday society by helping out doctors, facilities, medical facilities, etc. Okay, you can make a lot of money, and I'm gonna give you all the game, all the drip for $97. Okay, if you want that, put a 2 in the chat. If you want the done for you transportation build out with the access to get, they said 750,000 up to 5 million. Okay. A million is available. A million to 5 million is available. And you can have that money. It is absolutely guaranteed. I can't stress that enough. God said, bring it to the people. And I know that you're here. Okay. Or he wouldn't have told me to bring it. So I'm bringing it to you now. We will do it for you. 5 of you only. $997 is the investment. But would you trade $997 to get you positioned to get a million in the next 30 days? Okay. Money wired to your account. You're able to take that money. We're going to mentor you how to pay them back up front from their money. No more of your money is ever needed. After $997 investment, none of your money will be needed. We will be playing with their money. Okay. Only 5 of y'all done for you. Life changing. We're doing it. Okay. And that's all you need to know. And we're going to do it for 5 people who actually want to do it with us. $997 is the investment. If you want to learn how to start your own medical answering service, $97, where you can get you $15,000 clients from these medical facilities, hospitals. They don't care. AI agents will do the job. You can actually hire you on a couple virtual assistants, paying them $5 an hour in the Philippines while you sleep, they awake. You're going to get the whole entire sauce, the whole entire drip, how you can change your life, okay? Once you start making more than what you're getting from the government or what you're getting from the workforce, then you can tell them goodbye and work on your own time. $97, put a 2 in the chat. Also, I have those mentorships. I said that I would allow you guys to get in the mentorships, and at the price point that I mentioned, I'm going to give you guys maybe till 12 noon. No, I'm going to say it's now or never. I'm not even going to give no more time, okay? This is an on live opportunity only because I've already given over 12 hours. The AI automations and systems mentorship, which is a 3-month mentorship where I guarantee you start paying yourself $10,000 a month learning AI tools, no matter where you at with AI, don't like AI, do like AI, know nothing about AI. I am going to show you how to use AI automation and systems to consistently make you $10,000 a month every single month. Okay. You can get in that mentorship for $497. The lowest that I have ever offered that mentorship is $1,000 on a discount. The reason why I am offering any of these mentorships that I'm about to mention is because at the end of the month, okay, well, either the end of the month or the beginning of next month, we're still trying to secure the deposit. And that's why we're having this crazy, insane sale. But many of you do know, some of you don't. Both of my sons passed away in the month of April, one on April the 9th, one on April the 18th, in just a few days. And instead of allowing the devil to kill me with grief, we're actually going to put these feet on the street and go in a community and save lives and impact the young people and show them a lot of these tools and resources that I come by here and show y'all for the free 99. We're going to help them start making money so they ain't got to sell drugs, take drugs, get into gangs, go to prison, or end up in the grave. So it's going to be free for them. We're expecting about maybe 200 to 300. We got the news coming out, whole 9 yards. We're gonna do it real big, okay? But it's gonna cost us and not them. So I'm only offering these opportunities. If you are looking to get into the AI space, take advantage of that 775,000 plus money that they have. Then I will let you into that mentorship for $497. And this is on live only. I don't care if you missed it. I mentioned it on my last live and gave y'all 24 hours. Okay. We're in the 24 hours. Also, government contracting. They are giving $3 million to make America AI ready. You can go and create curriculum for the workforce, for summer jobs, for the young people, for all kinds of stuff. You can go and create curriculum, okay? A curriculum that they can follow and go through for, the summer, for a couple of weeks, 6 weeks, and get you a $50,000 contract for creating curriculum for 6 weeks. Creating curriculum for 2 weeks, you can get $40,000. Contracts, something you ain't even got to bid on. You don't have to bid on these, okay? I'm going to show you how you can go get non-bid contracts in the AI space. And just like you saw that app build ChatGPT, what it does, that's your presentation. I'm going to show you how to build a curriculum, and all you got to do is give it to them. They're going to teach the curriculum. You're not. You're just responsible for putting the program, the curriculum together. And then you get paid a very large amount of money. You can work with the kids if you want to work with the kids. You can teach it from exactly what you created with having zero knowledge about what you created. Okay. So government contracting, I will allow you guys to get into the government contracting for $497, where you can land you a contract 2 weeks to 90 days guaranteed after joining the mentorship. Okay. Um, Also got the non-CDL from scratch to scale mentorship, where my husband will teach you everything you need to know how to start and how to scale a non-CDL transportation business. Remember, this ain't about driving, this ain't about touching fleet. This is about ownership, okay? Ownership. I own the company. And so you can get government contracts. I've showed y'all contracts that they have offered my husband, contracts that he actually taken $113 million to deliver some stuff to a freeway. Okay. Now he don't have to use his vehicle. He can outsource that to a company who has, the width to carry a light pole or to carry a barrier from here to there. The contract is worth 113 million. How much you gonna charge me to deliver on Thursday or Friday of every week or every other week? This specific pipe or this specific uh, uh, railing or whatever the case may be. Well, I'll charge you 200,000. When you take 200,000, I still got 113,000. Well, 112,000 and some change left just because I connected you to do the work for the government. You got to go through me because I got the structure. You don't. You a business, but you ain't structured to do business with the big business bosses. So government contracting, you can do your own primary contract, you can do subcontract. Okay. Teach you all things you need to know how to get money from your own backyard, police stations, park and recreations, universities, your chamber of commerce. All of these people have a lot of money for you. Okay. And you get to make money, you get to shake hands and make money babies in this space. Okay. A lot of people gatekeep in this space because it's good. It's good. I know a lot of people that I haven't had to call out. Be like, why do you know this information won't take this back to the community? You can get paid for teaching government contracts. You can get a contract for teaching how to get started in government contracts. That's exactly what this particular person that I'm talking about. Um, she gets paid to teach other people how to do government contracts, but gatekeeps the information from the people who really know it, really need to know it. So she goes to other places and teach other people government contracting. It's not us, okay? And I had to call that out. That's gatekeeping, and I will continue to call it out. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm calling it out. Like, dang, all that. They be looking to collaborate with me, and it's like, what you do? Oh, I teach other people. Oh, wow, that's nice. She not lying, y'all. There is a lot of money. Are you teaching? What space you in? What niche you in? No, I ain't teaching. It's terrible. I got clients who family members are contractors and won't put them on. So 497 on this live only to get in government contracting. AI automations and systems, 497 to get in there. All of these are 3-month mentorships. You don't need a long time. Okay. You don't need a long time. With AI, you can start making money by the same day. Literally. Make money by the same day. And I'm going to show you how. I want you to get your investment back first because everything else is profit. I want you to get your investment back first because everything else thereafter is profit. You made your money back. Now you're in profit mode. Also got land banking, the land banking mentorship. If you want to actually learn how to buy land real low, hold it, flip it. You can also lease it. There's so many different things you can do with land. This is the only asset in the world that when you possess this asset, you will never ever be classified or qualified to be a poor man or a poor woman. Okay, there's a million of things that you can do with land. Honestly, build on it, lease it out, um, do seller financing on it. Okay, you actually become the bank when you own land. You don't gotta go to the regular traditional bank if you want to buy land from me. If I'm selling my land for $5,000 and you want to build on it, give me 1,000 down. Pay me $250 a month till it's paid off. No credit check, Okay, no credit score. No banking financial statements. No, give me my down payment and pay me my monthly payments. If at any time 90 days straight in a row you miss your monthly payments, then you have forfeited your down payment and all the monies you have paid me up until that time. I hold the title till you make the last payment. If you make the last payment, you get the title. It's yours. If you miss 3 payments in a row consecutively, then the process starts over with somebody else. This is called land banking. I buy land for low. If the government want to say, hey, we want to put a target right here, if for the right price, it's in the path of growth. Okay, cool. For the right price, how much you willing to pay? Oh, we'll give you 750,000. Cool. You can have the land. I only bought it for $300. Honestly. But by you putting that store here, you're gonna make 70 million billion dollars or whatever the case may be over the course of its existence. So yeah, you can go ahead and pay me $750,000. You can gladly have it. Land banking, I will show you where all the land banks are at, how to buy tax lien homes for $10,000. They lost the home for $8,000, lost the home for $10,000. It's valued at $400,000 right now, $300,000 right now. Government they not saying, hey, give me $300,000 for this house. No, give me the taxes on it because that's all I want. And make sure you pay the taxes on it every year moving forward. Rent it out. Okay. You can get rid of your rent forever if you want to move in it. It doesn't matter. You bought it. So it's not just land, it's also rental properties, it's also real estate, it's also DSCR loans where you get apartment complexes anywhere from 5 to 20 doors. Got you covered on that. Okay. You can get that mentorship for $497. Literally. Family of Millionaires. This is the last mentorship you can get in. Family of Millionaires, where I'm going to show you how to go get you $250,000 guaranteed in 30 days. After I show you where to go get funded, I mentioned about my app that actually generates leads for funding. So I showed you how to go get funded 250,000 plus. My guarantee is $250,000. We're going to run this play and you're going to get 250K. Now that you know how to run the play, you're going to go start running the play for other people and help people get qualified. Because when they get qualified and they receive the loan, okay, we set up your merchant account and all of that stuff for the big wire transfers. I get you 250,000. 10% of that is mine. It's $25,000. You get one person that you get 250,000. I give you the blueprint. I give you the framework. You know how to get 250,000 because you're gonna get it yourself. So now that you know how to get 250,000, you go get one client per month. 250,000. That's $25,000 every single month. Get two. That's 50,000. You don't even need a whole bunch of people. I'm only working with 2 people, and I'm gonna help you get $250,000 because I'm gonna get paid 25,000. That's all I need. I'm gonna get paid 50,000 on them 2 clients. That's all I need. Okay, so I will let you into the family of millionaires as well for $497. This will not be available when I end this live. Okay, and if you in any of my mentorships, I don't want you to. I had to pay $1,000 on a discount. You did. This is something special for my sons. Okay, and I get to do what I want to in my business. You're not going to miss out on anything. You're still going to get all your deliverables, everything promised to you as you have been. But I am going to give some other cousins who are not in a position to pay $997 as you were, an opportunity to get in for $497. Okay. So with that being said, is there any questions for me? Is there any questions for me? I have some other stuff, but my time is up and I'm about to get up out of here. I know all 70,000 of y'all ain't over here just watching and seeing things happening and you're not taking action. I know that for a fact. Okay. And I offered something where everybody can get in on $97. If we don't got $97, we have a problem, a big problem. If we don't have $97 to invest in ourselves to make more money, we got a big problem. Well, I don't like that type of job. I don't want to do something like that. I don't want to start no business like that. It doesn't matter what you like. You're not going to be the one paying for it. You got to do what people are paying for. That's what business is all about. Let me produce something that people will pay me for. You're not in business because you like the way it looks and you like how this runs and that runs. No, ma'am, no, sir. A business is for the people. You provide a solution to their problem. And there's a lot of medical staffing and hospitals and medical facilities, senior care living homes and different things. They need assistance. And you can get paid a lot of money for that. And that's the lowest price point that I added. $97. Okay. Any questions for me? Instagram fam, it's been good. Been here for a cool minute. Okay. Been here for a cool minute. But if you are interested, I know you cannot see the information that I'm getting ready to put over here on the screen. But you can always hit that DM fam. And I will do my due diligence. Let me fix my camera to get back to you. Okay. As long as you send me a DM within an hour, then I will honor it. Just only because you can't see the information that is on the screen over here. And if I try to flip the camera around, it's going to be backwards and you won't be able to read it, take a screenshot. So just simply DM me and I will get you well on your way. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the live and I definitely will see you guys on the next one. Much love from Dr. T. Okay. Can't say I didn't know. Can't say I wasn't warned. Can't say I didn't have no opportunity. The opportunity is now. Whether you take it or not is up to you and not up to me. No questions over here. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to go ahead and get off your way as well. Payment information is on the screen. Contact information is on the screen right above the ticker that says on live only discounted opportunities. Right above that, email, phone number, payment platforms that I will accept to get you started on your way. Okay, make sure you include your email because if you don't, you can't get access, beloveds. Okay, but again, here's a quick recap. If you would like to get anywhere from 750,000, that's what they say, up to 5 million for a business, whether you just started it, we will do it for you, done for you. Make sure your business is structured the right way. We know exactly what they want. And not only will we make sure it's structured the right way, we will make sure you get some of that money, whether 1 million or 5 million. That is a guarantee. They already guaranteed you gonna get some money. So it ain't no, well, do you know if I'm gonna get some? Do you think I'm gonna get some? No, this is something that they put out there for these specific niches. And it's called a guaranteed loan for a reason. They gonna take out their little money, their little taxes. Whoop de doo. Give me a million, take out 26,000. I don't care. I got 907 I got 900,700 and something dollars to still work with. I don't care. If I pay you up to 3 years, probably about 100,000, 200,000. I'm still working with 700,000. I don't care. I'm gonna put that money to work for me so I can stop working for it. Love y'all, and I will definitely see you guys on the next time. Again, information is on the screen. I highly advise you if you want to take advantage of any of those mentorships that I offered a massive, massive, massive reduced price for you to be able to get in for this special occasion only. Then the information is on the screen. If you want it done for you, I got that for you too. Till next time, love y'all. See you again. Go in peace. Don't end up in pieces. Go with God. He'll always go with you.